What is it about the neon? It's just colorful, it makes you happy. I think that's probably why you see neon in bars, because it's so dreary, it just makes people happier. But to me, I think it was just a childhood reflection of growing up.
With their flickering lights and comforting hum, it's hard to resist the nostalgic charm of neon signs. For Robert Hoemke, his fascination began as a young boy, with each tube bringing back memories of being raised in his grandparents' motel. So when he finally had the means, as an adult, to bring these beauties back to life, he began collecting neon signs, rekindling the magic that first captivated him in childhood.
My grandparents owned the Mission Inn Motel right across from the Apache Lodge in Prescott. And it was this huge sign that said independent motels. And it was all light bulbs and neon, and it was animated, and I was born and lived in that motel when I was little. And the Apache Lodge is still there across the street, and then the Navajo Lodge, the sign's outside. That one was downtown. So yeah, I think that's definitely where it all came from.
For Robert, these signs are more than just eye-catching relics. They're tokens of Abilene's storied history. One Robert is preserving, not just through striking neon, but also the recently renovated 100-year-old building he's turned into D&W Underground.
So the history of that building was, in 1927, it was built by S.B. Shelton for Buick in 1927. Buick moves in 27. The Depression hits in 1929. They move out. A guy named Jesse Franklin Winters buys the building. Well, Jesse Franklin Winters was a famous baseball pitcher for the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. When he retired from that, he moved to Abilene and started D&W Tire, which was Dan and Winters Tire Company. It turns into D&W Appliance, D&W Furniture. He sells it in 1951. So as I was demoing the building, I was just peeling back the layers. I was finding the original top floors. I was finding the 13,000 linear feet of Art Deco painting in the ceilings. Found the original ceiling fan that we had replicated. But yes, it was built for Buick, and Buick is all over that building. The original glass, it's in the floors. But all of its life, it was D&W something. And so that's why I named it that. So many buildings are getting tore down just because it's cheaper just to tear it down and build a new one. But the character in these old buildings is just priceless. From the inlaid tile floors to the Art Deco painting in the ceilings, you'll never replicate that again. So I think restoring that's real important.
Whether it's restoring a busted neon sign or breathing life into a century-old building, Robert Hoemke's work is rooted in the importance of keeping history alive. For him, there's no greater joy than preserving the spirit of Abilene and giving people the chance to step back in time once more.
I think I've never been good at anything. I'm just passionate about a lot of things. And the passion also overrides, sense and sensibility sometimes. I shouldn't do this, but I really love doing this. As far as, especially spending the kind of money on some of these things that I've done. And actually even doing the building downtown. Anybody in their right mind that wanted to invest in something would not have done that building like that. It would have been turned into an apartment complex or, something to make money. And it's not a matter of what's invested in it to me. It's a matter of just people having fun, let it take care of itself, and go from there.
If you love Texas as much as I do, we've got plenty of other stories for you to check out, and we hope you'll continue to hop in and travel with me. My name is JB Salceda, and this is Texas Country Reporter.